So, welcome to another video. Today, I'm on an e-bike and we're staying in Clanfield, which is not far from Portsmouth, just further up on the A3. And not that you'll be able to see, but that tower over there on that hill is where we'll be riding to first. Not sure how far away it is, maybe a couple of miles of riding. The last 2 days I've been riding at the Queen Elizabeth Country Park, and I've ridden past the track that goes up to the tower on top of the hill, which is called Butser Hill, I think. I've ridden past it a few times, but just going to the country park. So today we're going to make that our first mission and yeah, see what the view's like at the top. According to Trail Forks, there are a couple of trails up there, but I'm not sure if they're any good or if really they're walkers' paths. But we'll have a look and then we'll head to the Queen Elizabeth Country Park and do a few runs there before returning back to base. So yeah, the last couple of days I've done 2 rides, about 11-12 miles each. Today that was on one single battery. Today I have a full charged battery, so I'm hoping for a mixture of trail and turbo modes I can get a bit more mileage in. That's the plan anyway. Okay, first gate. Now we're going to go up that steep hill. So yeah, see how the e-bike gets on with this. No problem in turbo. So on Trail Forks it does say that there's a hill you can bomb, as in obviously flat out down, apart from the gates. Not sure if it's this side or the bit over to my right, although this side does look like it's got tracks, as in people have been down it on bikes. Oh, it's bumpy. Still getting out of breath, even in turbo mode. To be fair, that is some climb. Obviously on the GoPro it's going to look like a totally flat piece of grass, but I think it's around 270 meters above sea level, so we probably climbed 250 meters in that short space of time from the road anyway. Look, not bad. Not bad at all. It is amazing what you can do on an e-bike. You can't deny that, whether you love them or hate them. So the red trail that I was going to take, according to Trail Forks, is called Grandfather's Chute, but it looks like they deliberately put the fences and gates in a way to deter bikers. There's no way I'm lifting my bike over those fences, especially with the number of people and walkers around at the moment. It is before Christmas, it's a weekday, but there's still quite a number of people about, so I don't think that would be wise. So yeah, now we're at the other side of the hill. We're probably just going to go back past the tower thing over there, the mast, and then bomb that hill and go to the country park. Make the most of the trails there. At least riding the trails there, they should be pretty much walker free, and it's You know that there's trails there, and you can ride them as much as you want without getting troubled by people. But it was worth coming up here to have a look at the view and have a look anyway, and that's the capability of the e-bike. Provides that kind of I guess chance to explore and yeah, just see what else is about. So it's not called Butser Hill Bomb, it's called Butser Speedway, but obviously it's a massive hill. You can probably generate quite a lot of speed, so I'm gonna have to be pretty careful, not wanting to kill myself or run anyone over or scare anyone. Thank you very much.
All right.
Cheers. Not sure what the maximum speed was there, but around just over 30 mile an hour. Not as fast. I could have tucked. So it's slowly been drying out the last couple of days, but there is rain forecast, so I'm going to dry out and then get wet straight away. So trying to make the most of today's ride whilst the place is dry. It's quite a tricky place with the leaves down. It's very similar to Aston Hill in the sense that it's like a flinty, chalky base, but then it has kind of roots, off-camber roots, and like a slick, greasy kind of mud on the top. It's almost clay-like in places. Not sure what section this is, but we'll have a look at it. Really tricky to see where the trail goes. I think it goes around that tree. Doesn't look like many people come down there, to be fair. Okay, so that trail that we did the lower part of was called Badger Set. So that is what we're going to go down on the top part, and it starts around here somewhere. I believe it is this way. Oh, what's this? Sort of like a fallen tree jump. It's kind of sketch. Yeah, a little bit sketchy. Now where does it go? This way, I'm guessing. Is that going to be slick? Yes, it is. Absolutely like ice. But, be careful. Muddy, cakey. Where does it go? Run there. Right there. Nice and steep. And this is the bit we saw from the bottom. It's a decent trail. Very good. Unfortunately, didn't do the trail much justice. But it's always hard first time if you've got no idea where you're going, and yeah, not the most skilled rider when it comes to especially riding trails blind. But a decent trail. I can see why people loop back here, speed up the fire road to the top. And yeah, I should say this is not an official trail, so obviously it's on Trail Forks, but it's not your red or blue. It's quite different, but obviously, as most people know, the best trails usually are the ones that are not official. Okay, so this one is supposedly quarry line. I don't know if it's any good or not. I don't know if it's going to be too steep, but we'll see. Whoa, this looks steep. Oh, even the floor is slippery. So that one came to quite a steep ending. So if you are coming to QECP, so if you do ride down quarry line, although it's a super steep hillside, the trail itself isn't too bad, apart from rooty in sections, but then the end has this kind of clay steep drop, and if you weren't slowing down, if you came up there quite quick, you could easily slide straight off the edge. Not sure if this gives a sense of scale, but there is a trail that switches back up there. Can't remember which one it is. I'll have a look, but yeah, gives you a kind of sense of how steep the terrain really is here. Although that said, whoever's built the trails has made them mostly go kind of with the hillside as opposed to, or against the hillside as opposed to with, which kind of means they're not super steep straight down bits. I've not done this part of the blue before, but it looks like they've resurfaced it, or it's new, which is quite nice. Kind of makes it like an all-weather surface, which obviously not everyone likes, but if it is super wet and muddy, at least you know you can get a ride in. even if it's not the most exciting of rides. So some of the trail is obviously mud like this, and maybe they're going to resurface them in places to make it all weather. I don't really know. Maybe it was just that part. So this is the Garmin Edge 130 Plus, the smallest they make. I wanted a small Garmin so it's nice and discreet, nice and subtle, but obviously still of use, and it's actually perfect. I did stop using it for a while because of I guess just riding the local trails, but when I go somewhere that's not local, it's quite handy to have. Also, it's a great way of measuring a Strava. Since I linked it to Strava, I've used it a lot more. So right, bog in the middle. Whipped by that tree. So apparently this is going to be the new skills area once they've finished constructing it. That's what they're working on at the moment.